Good day, everyone. For today's discussion, we will talk about the angle between two curves, and further on to the video, I will give you guys an example to give you more an idea on how to apply this formula to derivatives. So, the angle between two curves at a point of intersection may be defined as the angle between their tangents at this point of intersection. If the tangents are not perpendicular to each other, then such tangents form a pair of acute angles and a pair of obtuse angles. The acute and obtuse angles are supplementary. So for a general discussion of this concept, consider this curve y equals f sub 1 of x and y equals f sub 2 of x, which intersects at point x sub 0 and y sub 0. And theta 1 and theta 2 are the inclinations of tangent 1 and tangent 2. So that is what the graph is all about, and theta 1 and theta 2 is and can be solved using the equation equals theta sub 1 minus theta sub 2. So by multiplying this equation both sides by tangent, we will get tangent tan equals tangent times theta sub 2 minus theta sub 1, or it can also be written as tan theta equals tan theta sub 2 minus tan theta sub 1 all over 1 plus the product of tan theta sub 2 and tan theta sub 1. So let m1 and m2 be the slopes of tangent 1 and tangent 2. So respectively, we can substitute this formula by m or the slope. So it can be rewrite as tan theta is equals to m2 minus m1 all over 1 plus m2 times m1. So this is the formula that we are going to use. So for the example, I have a equation problem here. Xy equals 6 and y squared equals 36x. So to solve this, first we will find its intersection, or the x and the y. So first we will use the substitution method. We can also use the elimination method here, but the substitution is far more simpler than the elimination. So xy equals 6 and divide both sides by y, we will get x equals 6 over y. Then here we will substitute x by its value, so 6 over y. So 36 times 6 over y. Next we will multiply 36 times x, so y squared equals 36 times x is 216, so 216 over y. Then we will multiply both sides by y. We will get y cubed equals 216, and get cube root both sides, cancel. Then the cube root of 216 is 6, so we have y. And to get 6, to get x, we will substitute y to the equation. So x equals 6 over 6. We get x equals 1. So next, we will get the derivative of the two equations. So first, we will get the derivative of xy equals 6. So the derivative of xy is y plus xy prime. So the derivative of 6 is 0. So next, we will transfer y. We will transfer y to the opposite side. So xy prime equals negative y. Then we will divide both sides by x to get our y prime. So we get y prime equals negative y over x. And the second equation is y squared equals 36x. To get its derivative, we must first derive y squared. So the derivation of y squared is 2y y prime, and the derivative of 36 is 36. Then we will divide both sides by 2y to get our y prime. Cancel. Y prime equals 36 over 2y. I mean, yes, 2y. Then it can be simplified by dividing the fraction by 2. So we will get y prime equals 18 over y. So we got their first derivative, or their slope. So next, we will get the exact value of slope, the m1 and m2. So first, we will substitute x and y, which we already solved, to their first derivative that we also already solved. So our coordinates is 1 and 6, which means our x is equal to 1, and our y is equal to 6. So first, we will substitute y prime equals negative 6 over 1. So this is already substituted because our first derivative for xy equals 6 is y prime equals negative y over x. So our y is 6 and our x is 1. So our m2, or the slope, is m sub 2 is equal to negative 6. Next is the y squared equals 36x, or its derivative is y prime. Y prime equals 18y, 18 over y. So substitute y by 6. So we get y prime is equal to 18 over 6. So we get the slope m1 is equal to 3. 18 divided by, because 18 divided by 6 is 3. So we get the m1 and the m2. So next, we will use our formula. So our formula is tangent theta is equal to m2 minus m1 over 1 plus the product of m2 and m1. This is absolute value. So next, we will substitute the values of m1 and m2 to the equation, or to the formula. So let's substitute. So tangent theta is equal to m2 is 6, so 6 minus m1 is 3 absolute value over 1 plus m2 6 and m1 is 3. So our next step is to further simplify. So tangent theta is equal to 6 minus 3 is 3 over 1 plus 6 times 3 is 6 times 3 is 18 plus 1 we have 19. So next, divide 3 and 19, we get tangent theta is equal to 3 divided by 19 is 0.15789 or 0.16. You can use two decimal places, but I use the longer one because I want to get the closest answer as possible. So next, we will get the degree. So to get the degree, we will use arctan times the division of 3 and 19. So we will put this here. So by using the scientific calculator, we will use shift tan to get the degree. So shift tan 0.15789, and we will get the answer 8.97 degrees. So this is the angle between the two curves. That is all. Thank you.